Hey, I'm Avi12. This video will guide you how to set up your own Team Fortress 2 dedicated server for Windows. First, you will need to get SteamCMD, which you can download from here, this page. Simply scroll a bit down, and this link will get you to download the required archive, which contains the file you'll need. Now, I will create a folder of SteamCMD. I will open the archive and simply extract the file to the folder. Done. Not yet. I will also drag this txt file. This txt file contains the required lines of code. Each of the file has a command. So I will log anonymously. I'm actually not sure what these two does. They are required as well. First installed here. This is where the server will be installed, but this will not set your server's name. You will set it later. App update. This is which application will be downloaded. This ID 23250 belongs to Team Fortress 2, and not the beta version, but the stable version. Now, how do I execute all these commands? Simple. Just create a shortcut or reach SteamCMD using command prompt. I prefer to create a shortcut, so I will do it. So simply drag it, Control and Shift, and you can create a link. I will rename it TF2 server, and I will copy this name of file, right click, properties, go to the end. This is very important. Type plus run script and the name of the file. Now simply double click it, or if you are in command prompt, simply press enter. The whole download is quite large. Its size is about, I think, 3.8 gigabytes. I guess something around 4 gigabytes, which is quite a bit. So I will skip this download process, and I will be back once it's finished. The download of the server files has been finished. Okay, next I will put this server.cfg file in my, let's see, tf2 server tf-cfg. Perfect. Let's try to run this server by going a bit back and creating a shortcut of this in the desktop. Let's call it tf2 start server, because this will actually start your server. Okay, let's start it. Wait, why did it do nothing? Oh, it did nothing because this is a program that is used to set up not only a server for Team Fortress 2, but for many games. For example, Counter-Strike. So to tell it in which game you want to set up, you just go to Properties, and you type -game tf. That's all. But you want also to execute the server.cfg I put a moment ago. So also put a space and plus or minus. I think plus is better. EXEC, which is short for execute server.cfg. And now I can set up my server. The error code password in this dialog is not important because there are many settings, and this is one of them in the server.cfg. Basically, the server.cfg is used to set the properties of your server, such as the name, so I don't have to change the name. I could also set the map, but it will be a bit slower. So the map is actually preferable to be set via this dialog. So let's change it to, for example, city. I will change to, I don't know, Badlands. Of course, you can also set the amount of players. I will keep it 24. 24 is actually, I think, the best option because the server won't be too laggy if your internet connection is slow. If the connection of your internet is very fast, you could even let higher number to take place, for example 30 or 32. So let's start the server. Okay, I will also put a password, so only I will be able to log in. The password is YouTube. Let's start TF2. Okay, now let's try to enter my server. The port is 27015, so I will type connect and then only the port without the IP. So colon 27015. I can successfully join my server. Just see in a moment. But only I can join my server. If I will invite my friends, no one will be able to join as well. To solve this, I will first disconnect my server. Also, it's not listed even. Okay. First, to make others join, enter your browser and go to your command prompt. Doesn't matter how you reach it, via right clicking the start menu button or via run, really doesn't matter. Just have to open it and type ipconfig. You will need to use your default gateway. I already opened it, but you will probably need also to log in using a username and password, which are usually, the name is usually admin. The password for me is also admin. For some other computers, the password is simply password, and the username is admin with a lowercase a. But it's not important. The important part is, I mean, it is important, but currently I'm busy with something else. I need the IPv4 to be able to port forward the required port to 7015 to let others join. How do I do this? Let's get to the start first. Okay, this is the dialog I was talking about. So admin. Now, if you have my interface, it will be the same as I do, of course. If you don't, you will still be able to port forward, of course, but it will be in a different way, because you have to go to different pages. If you have my interface, you simply go to Advanced, Port Forwarding, Add, because you want to add a port, right? I recommend, if you have my interface, to choose a different interface for the port. This is what I always choose. And check custom service, df2 server. Now server IP address. This is what I get from IPv4 address. So 3. Now the protocol is UDP. External port start and end is 27015. So I will simply copy. Excellent. Now apply /save. Now everybody can join my server, but it's not listed at all. What do I do? First, go to Team Fortress 2, open the console and type cl_game server create identify. Now copy the last 2 lines. So highlight them and right click copy. Now go to your server.cfg file, paste it anywhere. It really doesn't matter. I will paste it, for example, right here. Now the server will be listed next time you open it. So close and start the server. Okay, let's see the password. Now the server is listed. How do I know? Let's go to the server browser. Type. Actually, don't even have to type. The latency helps me to filter the non-wanted servers. So yeah, this is my server, and everybody that has the password, or if I remove the password, can join my server. Let's join it. Excellent. Now we can join. I want to remove that waiting for players message at the top. It's really annoying. Okay, I will restart the server and add a few things that are such as removing the waiting for players. Okay, let's close it. Let's open this document and copy those files, lines. Now I will add them to here, and this will kill that message for of waiting for players. All right. Now all you have to do is really log into your server and play with your friends. But what if you want to customize your MOTD file? Well, you can. In the same folder of server.cfg, here it is, there is MOTD_default. I personally also changed the text default because I'm not really sure what's setting the MOTD. Okay, let's change this to hey and welcome to my server. Let's copy it, paste it over here. Already saved. Now if I log into my server, there it is. Hey and welcome to my server. Alright, this is good. But MOTD is way more advanced than only using text. I could also use a web page. How? Simply by giving a URL. Let's give, for example, Google. I will give the encrypted version. Okay. Let's also do this. Excellent. Now let's restart really quick. Excellent. The server is running. Let's give it a password. Excellent. Let's log into my server with this password. Great. Now, see, I just gave an address. Let's type, for example, do a barrel roll. And Google is flipping. Awesome. Okay, let's disconnect. Now, what if I want to be an admin? Forgot to do it there. Let's re-log in. What if I want to be an admin in my own server? What if I want to let other users be admins? Can I do this? No. Why? Because they have to install an additional file. Actually, not an additional files. Which their names are SourceMM and SourceMod. And SourceMod requires SourceMM. Okay, let's log out my server. Let's shut it down. Excellent. Go back, and I already downloaded it, but you will have to go to this page and download it from here, as well as from here. Just choose the best server. Also, I forgot to mention, you will use this site to create your server.cfg file. This is a really useful site. This is also a very useful source of, as you can see in the title, list of useful console commands. You can use quite a bit of them. But if it's not enough, you can also use the full you can also use the full list of the commands, which is here. This is crazy. Look at the size of the scroll bar. It's tiny. It's insane. Okay. Okay, let's install SourceMM and SourceMod. And am I wrong? MetaMod source and SourceMod. Actually, it's not my. Okay. So, first you need to open the archive of this. Actually, let's put it side by side so it will be easier. Now simply drag and drop this add-ons file and add-ons folder into your TF directory. Excellent. Now you have installed SourceMM, but you also want to install SourceMod because this is where all the magic happens. So again, drag both folders and drop. As simple as this. Now you have installed SourceMod. Let's test it. Okay, now SourceMod is installed, so I can simply go to my server, and now wait a second, a random guy joined. I'll kick him. Okay. Now let's open the admin's commands. Of course, I do not have access to this command. I did not set myself an admin. Let's do it now. First, go to add-ons, SourceMod, configs, and you'll have their admins simple. Now you will have to go to the browser, simply search for Steam ID, pick a website. I like this website. And put your username. Actually, not username, but Steam ID or profile ID. Doesn't matter. Just put something that belongs to you. I put my Steam ID and look up. This is my Steam ID. It's calling it custom URL, but not really. Okay, let's copy this because this is what I need to take. Okay, paste it over here as described over here, and I need to give myself root permissions. So I will type Z. And actually I think immunity is a good thing, so I will also type 99 : perfect. To not get confused with other Steam members, I will say like me or Avi12. Perfect. Now I'm admin in my server. Let's show it to you. I don't have to restart my server for this. I can simply type sm reload admins. There is a command for this. Excellent. Now I can type admin and I have these commands. If I will go to the player commands, so I can do whatever I want. Let's, for example, give myself a no clip. Now I can fly. Now if I want to disable, I simply press 1 again. But I could also use it via the chat. How do I do this? Simply slash no clip, and then I want to target. How do I target? Via this page. Read this page as much as you can. This is one of the targets. So you simply type at me, and this will target me. So at me. Excellent. Cool. Now, what if I want to add plugins? For example, roll the dice plugin. For this specific plugin, I will have to restart my whole server, but afterwards I will install a plugin that does not require to restart the whole server. Okay. Now go to this page, plugins, search for RTD. I already have it saved. Perfect. Also, I will shut the server down. Excellent. Now go down all the way. Oops. Go down all the way until you find the downloads. There are plugins who will allow you to get a plugin by clicking Get Plugin, but there are also plugins such as this one. This will lead to an error. So you will have to, or you have two choices. If the creator attached the compiled version, which is .smx, you will simply be able to download this. If not, you will have to click Get Source, and then go to here, to this site, and Compiler. Here you will upload the SP file, exactly this one, and you will get the SMX version. Excellent. Because I don't have to do this hard work, so I will simply download, and download. Perfect. Let's open the downloads folder. Now, let's straight away open this SourceMod folder. Okay, the rtd.smx is going to the plugins folder. rtd effects.cfg is going to configs folder. And the rtd.phrases.txt folder is going to translations folder. Perfect. Now all I have to do is start my server, so I will do it. Perfect. Now I will log into my server. Alright. Now I will simply log into my server, type the password, excellent. Now I can even use, wait a second, I can use RTD. Do you see this? So let's do it. RTD.
Let's waste them.
I have toxic. Everyone near me is dead for 20 seconds. Awesome. Okay. Now, let's install a plugin that does not require the server to be restarted, such as the admin list. This is a simple plugin that, as its name, displays the list of the admins. Okay. Now, as before, simply put the smx file in plugins folder. But this time, instead of restarting, I will simply type sm plugins load. What's the name? What was the name? Admins, admin list. Excellent. Now the plugin is already loaded, so just I will type admin, and this is the list of the online admins. This plugin is a bit more complicated and allows to view the list of admins in a left menu. So how do we do this? First of all, I have to go to the page of the plugin. Then there is a cvar called admin list underscore mode. Let's copy it and let's read the sentence. 1, to display the admins in the chat as it was now, or 2, to display the admins in a side menu to the client. So I will type, or actually paste this and 2. Let's see what it did. Now let's type admins and on admins online, only me, of course. Okay, I guess that's all. Okay, what if you want to set up a surf server? You can do this easily. First, it's suggested to shut your server down. At least this is how I can get it to work. Then download the map, in my case Surf Utopia, because I like this map. Go to your streamcmd and all the way, so tf to server, tf maps. Now move that map to your maps folder. Excellent. Now you can set up a server with Surf Utopia. Excellent. Let's protect my server with a password and type it again. Excellent. Now let's say I will log into the red team. Excellent. Now let's try to surf. I cannot. Why? Because Team Fortress 2 servers are not built in for surf. How to solve this? Easily. Simply go to your config file and add this line. Doesn't matter where, again, just add it. This add it to your config file. You don't have to execute because you can add only this line. Add this in order to execute this line of code as the server is loading for the first time. Now paste it on the console. Excellent. Now let's commit suicide. Wow, I hate that respawn time. Let's change it. The command is mp respawn wave time and 0. That's all. I will also put it in the server config file, so I won't have to type it again and again. Excellent. Now, if I will try to surf, I will be able to. Oh my god, I just failed there. Okay. Never mind. Let's exit my server and Team Fortress 2 as well. Okay. Thanks a lot for watching my video. I hope it was useful for you. Have a good day. Bye bye.